All right, so let's get right into it. We are breaking down a story that has literally been 10 years in the making. While the United States seems completely locked in a regulatory stalemate, Japan is actually executing a nationwide plan to tokenize its entire financial system. And what you're about to see isn't just speculation, it is a verified timeline pulled directly from official central bank documents. And this raises a pretty critical question for every single investor watching.
So here's the central question you really need to be asking yourself right now. While Western regulators are still debating the most basic definitions of digital assets, Japan has moved way past discussion and into full-scale implementation. You see, this creates a huge information gap, and for any investor, an information gap is a risk gap. The financial landscape is being redrawn as we speak, and frankly, what happens next could leave unprepared portfolios completely in the dust.
And make no mistake, this is not some recent development. The moves we're seeing today, they aren't a reaction to the market, not at all. They are the final phase of a meticulously planned strategy that actually began 10 years ago. This isn't a sprint. It's the final lap of a marathon that Japan has been running while pretty much everyone else was still tying their shoes.
Just look at this timeline. It reveals a really clear, deliberate progression. As far back as 2017, a consortium of nearly 50 Japanese banks was already moving to use blockchain technology from Ripple for payments. Now, that wasn't just a test. That was them laying the groundwork. That one action kicked off almost a decade of focused research and development, all culminating in the Bank of Japan's recent announcement. They are not exploring anymore, they are implementing. And listen, this is not our interpretation. This is a direct quote from an official Bank of Japan document. They have stated, in no uncertain terms, that the research phase is over. The implementation phase for tokenized central bank money is live, right now. That statement confirms a fundamental policy shift, and really, the beginning of a whole new financial era in Japan. So, what does this implementation actually look like on the ground? Well, the Bank of Japan is moving forward with a really comprehensive two-pronged strategy. It's designed to overhaul both its domestic and its international financial plumbing. Let's break down the two core initiatives.
Okay, so on one hand, you have the Bank of Japan's domestic sandbox. Its whole mission is to use blockchain to settle transactions between banks and for securities. It's all about making the internal Japanese financial system faster and way more efficient. Then, on the other hand, you've got Project Agora. Now, this is a major international initiative with the Bank for International Settlements, and it's focused entirely on using a brand new asset class, tokenized deposits, to completely revolutionize cross-border payments. Domestic efficiency and international reach. It's the whole package.
Now, to really get this plan, you have to understand the core technology here, tokenized deposits. What are they? Well, they're essentially central bank money, the most secure form of currency there is, issued as a digital token on a blockchain. Just think of it like a digital version of the cash held in central bank reserve accounts, but designed for the incredible speed and efficiency of a blockchain network. This is the tech that's underpinning both of Japan's key initiatives.
A government plan of this size, it absolutely requires a technology partner with deep experience. And in Japan, one name has been consistently involved for the last decade, Ripple. And this isn't some recent partnership. We're talking about a deep integration into the country's financial infrastructure.
Let's just look at the facts here. Ripple has a verified, decade-long history in Japan. They were the tech provider for that 47-bank consortium all the way back in 2017. They operate a massive joint venture with the Japanese financial giant SBI Holdings. It's called SBI Ripple Asia. And, crucially, this joint venture has been officially tasked with distributing the upcoming RLUSD stablecoin inside Japan. This shows a deeply embedded public-private partnership right at the core of Japan's entire strategy.
And this brings us to the promise of this explainer, the actionable timeline. These are not projected dates, okay? These are verified timelines based on official statements and policy documents. This is what you need to be watching.
So the timeline builds in two critical steps. First, by the end of Q1 2026, SBI Ripple Asia is going to begin distributing the RLUSD stablecoin. That's a digital currency pegged to the US dollar, and it's going to provide all the liquidity for this new system. Second, hot on its heels by Q2 2026, Japan is set to formally recognize cryptocurrencies. And yes, that includes the digital asset XRP as regulated financial assets. So step 1 provides the liquidity and step 2 provides the legal clarity for mass adoption. It's a perfect 1-2 punch.
So what's the single most important takeaway from all of this?
It's that Japan has moved way beyond just exploring. It is actively executing a clear, multi-year plan to build a fully tokenized financial system, and the critical implementation deadlines, they're now less than 2 years away.
This has been a Crypto Global News Report. If you found this information valuable, please support the channel by liking this video and sharing it. And most importantly, make sure you are subscribed.
And let me be direct, if you are watching this without a subscription, you are missing the critical alerts. You are already behind the curve. Click the subscribe button right now to stay on the timeline. And if you want to continue the conversation, join our private Telegram group. The link for that is in the description below. Also, head over to our community tab to weigh in on our latest post about this developing story.
So what's coming next? We are turning our attention to Europe. We're going to break down exactly how European central banks are responding to Japan's aggressive timeline, and we'll reveal the one specific digital asset they are targeting for their own cross-border payment system. The global financial race is absolutely heating up. You can click the link on your screen right now to watch.
Stay ahead in the crypto market. Subscribe now for the latest global news and updates.